at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he floated one out there incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Gain of 26 yards.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Will line up.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson.
At the Ravens 40.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
15. Ravens 14.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chuck Clark. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Chuck Clark on the tackle.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Queen on the tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The ball carrier.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back and forth. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because because they'll run out of real estate. You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense, make it stand. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And he'll get it down here 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Campbell on the stop.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's the option. Running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back now in Baltimore. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And, Charles, I'm just remembering back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, had the opportunity for 3, and they didn't get it.
I like when you remember. I love that.
It's rare.
Yeah, but we did talk about this potential situation, right? Their decision to pass up the field goal there changes their thinking on this drive.
Yeah, if they kick that field goal, they'd have the lead. He may try and run for this. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, here's Dobbins. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 4-yard gain.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 4th down, here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle here to Brown. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The 49-yard line.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. He may try and run for this. And all the way down to the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't...
Irresponsible without you money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without you money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on your cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
And the Raven 1st down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Packers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Ravens.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down, Ravens.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Second down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to keep it again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Rogers
A
pass.
gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 40.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple on 4th and 3rd down.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Valdez-Scantling.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off, but... The Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold.